I'm in the whip, I'm in the rest, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, I bet you wanna be famous, they act like they made us. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
All right, Coach, coverage of the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. Fall is in the air and the underway here in week 4. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready, ready. Canteen on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And some room to run now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's our time. It's our time. Ready, go.
To throw on second down, Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Love. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice.
There, bringing up second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Love. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, the intended receiver there, Allen. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 34. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Atlanta.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Switch.
On second down, Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
45. No gain on this topper.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Chargers take over
Let's
first
go.
and 10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Crunch time, defense.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go. Let's do this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Love. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You got motion man right there. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go. Ready, go.
On third down, Love is going to fire one, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Got Gordon open, completes it. 44-yard line, not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Ryan. Jones has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, express.
Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Hey, check. He's 22.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The 22 to gain here on 3rd down.